As political possibilities were taken away, vehicles for self-expression became all the more important in the black community. Many people who could not express themselves politically found that music was a perfect vehicle for doing something individual, a different kind of self-determination, if you will. Taking the rules of 19th century music making, which was all about reading music, and tossing them and saying, I'm going to do this music my way instead.
Jazz bursts forth like a trumpet sound. The kings and princes of jazz, like Sidney Bechet, Jelly Roll Morton, King Oliver, and Louis Armstrong, would pour forth wave after wave of joyous sound.
What music did was to challenge the prevailing racial biases, that black people were inferior, that they didn't have the qualities of thought and creativity and mind that would allow them to ever evolve into a race that could be treated fairly and equally. And what music did was to challenge that, because here was this enormously creative and quite compelling art form evolving in a way that was quite captivating to anyone who heard it, black or white. It gave strength to the idea that black people were capable of all kind of greatness. And it challenged the lie.
There was, over the course of the first years of the 20th century, a rising negrophobia, as it was called. A negrophobic attitude would look at a black individual and only see beneath whatever middle-class exterior might be there, deep down, there is a savage. And only the control and the discipline and the surveillance of whites was able to keep that black individual in check.
Almost all facets of American society had given in to that notion of racism. History, biology, psychology, sociology, philosophy, all talked about African Americans as being inferior, as being not equal, as being not worthy of equal treatment. One of the things that's happening at the same time is national advertising, and all of those things that are associated with inferiority are being attached to the black race. The message in the image was that African Americans were criminals or just on the edge of criminality. These images often are distorted African Americans. They're not real human beings. There's something out of kilter. There's something not right about them. Large heads, often with big lips, bulging eyes. Something's wrong. All of these things are working to make real the notion of African Americans as inferior beings, as an inferior race, as people not like white people, but as people separate from them.